great morning, family. I hope all is well. I hope everyone had a restful night's sleep and a great evening. And it's great to be in your presence this morning. It is Tanya Brooks, your community folk herbalist. And knowing that herbalism is a birthright. So I just want to put that out there and say thank you once again for all of those that have gone on and subscribed to my YouTube channel. It is 7 o'clock a.m. on the East Coast. We actually have some snow flurries coming out of the sky. It is 28 degrees registering on my thermometer in my vehicle. So yeah, this is Connecticut for real. But again, thank you. Because this time yesterday morning, I had 28 subscribers. As of today, I have 34 subscribers. So remember, the goal is for me to reach 50 subscribers by the 25th of March. And we are there. So if I could get at least another 6 subscribers today and another 8 subscribers by Friday, we will be at our goal. And I know that's something that can take place. So this morning's live, I'm going to be talking about ED, which is erectile dysfunction, and what is the culprit that causes ED. And this really is for the men that are watching. But this also, the cause or the main culprit for ED, the main cause also affects women. I'm not talking about the ED, which is erectile dysfunction, but what I am talking about, what is the main culprit in ED. And that is, and I know a lot of men don't know this, but it is high blood pressure. And a couple days ago, I spoke about high blood pressure and the onset of high blood pressure. You're usually diagnosed with high cholesterol, and then it's a stair-step effect, and then the anxiety. But the main cause of a man or men suffering from ED is high blood pressure. And I'm going to put the question out there, and I want you men to respond. How many of you have been told by your doctors that the main cause of ED is high blood pressure? So I'm going to talk about how high blood pressure causes erectile dysfunction, the herbs or the herbal remedies that I prepare that can reverse erectile dysfunction, but also remedy your high blood pressure, which is causing erectile dysfunction. So, high blood pressure, okay, buries or creates a barrier of blood flow. I have 2 gaps, right? I got a top gap and I got a bottom gap, so I have a lisp. So a lot of times I have to really enunciate my words, all right? So anyhow, high blood pressure prevents or blocks proper blood flow to the man's quiver or his penis. So a lot of times I am going to use words like quiver for the man's penis, and if I use the word yoni, you all know what that is. So proper blood flow is stopped or prevented to the man's quiver. And so when you don't have that proper blood flow, because this is what high blood pressure, this is one of the things that high blood pressure does. It prevents the proper blood flow to the man's quiver. So when that happens, you are now dealing with erectile dysfunction, because we know that a certain amount or the appropriate amount of blood flow has to go to the man's quiver for him to first get and then sustain a erection. All right? So, usually the medication that is given to a man, or prescribed medication from the doctor, who is not going to tell you that, okay, you got high blood pressure, or even the preventative measures. How many men have been told prior to the diagnosis of high blood pressure that, listen, you got high cholesterol, we want to cap this, we want to prevent you from getting high blood pressure, because one of the side effects of high blood pressure is you will more than likely then experience ED. I'm sure that the majority of men watching this have not been told that, but that's exactly what happens. So now you're diagnosed with high blood pressure, which also then leads to you're going to be suffering from some type of or some level of anxiety as well. Because when you're with your wife, your partner, and it comes time to performing, you're getting anxious because you already know what's going to happen. Right? Nothing, basically. And it's nothing to be ashamed about, because you're getting the knowledge as to why this domino effect is happening in your life. Also, one of the side effects of the medications that happens to a man and a woman is when the high blood pressure is prescribed, you're now going to experience severe hair loss. You're going to get the thinning for men and women. So that's a little nugget for women. Okay? So, there are beta blockers in the medication, or in most high blood pressure medications. So now you have high blood pressure, which is not allowing the proper blood flow to the quiver, but you're also now on a medication that even lessens the blood flow to the quiver. So you're now becoming anxious, you're becoming depressed, because you cannot perform to the way in which you know you should be able to. You're not waking up with your quiver being erected. It is not even happening. So now we're dealing with a lot of other conditions, right? Okay. This is what causes erectile dysfunction. Also, alcohol. When taking a high blood pressure medication and you're consuming alcohol, that constricts your blood flow even more, right? It does. Obesity will also contribute to your ED, okay? And the high blood pressure as well. So there are a lot of things that that cause the onset of high blood pressure and ultimately and unfortunately ED, erectile dysfunction. But the great news is there are herbal remedies that I can prepare that will correct or reverse the high blood pressure, the anxiety that comes along with it, and there is herbal remedies that I can prepare that will correct or reverse the ED. Okay, so one of the main herbs that I would use in a tincture for the ED, a tincture for the a tincture for the ED, and a tea for the ED is chani root or chani root. Okay, I'm going to give you guys that. But you also definitely, if you have issues with ED, high blood pressure, you have to get yourself a jar of sea moss gel. Because one of the things that the sea moss gel will do, and any customer of mine and I will tell you, is that it will make you very, very active, if you know what I mean. I'm telling you, it will make you feel like you're a 16-year-old young man once again. You got to get yourself some sea moss gel from me. You got to make some changes in your diet. You want to cut out foods in high sodium. But more importantly, you want to have a consultation with me. We need to get you a tincture for the ED. We need to get you a tincture for the high blood pressure, a tea for the high blood pressure, and a tea for the ED, and of course the sea moss gel. So that's it in a nutshell. All right. So this again was for the men that are experiencing erectile dysfunction. It can be reversed. It can be remedied. It can be healed. All right. So listen, remember, I need 14 more people between today and tomorrow to go on my HomeGrownWellness72 community YouTube channel. Hit the like and subscribe button. We can set up consultations for the things I just spoke about. If we need to have a consultation, of course, there is a fee. You can order herbs on my website, which is homegrownfba.company.site. Family, remember, be great to yourself because you are great. Be great to your family. Be great to your community. Without love, we have absolutely nothing. And clarity is key, but without consistency, we have no balance. Take care.